Good morning. So we had a lovely camp spot last night by the river. It was so nice, and then a few of the campers that we met along the way turned up. So there was about 6 of us last night, I think, at the tent site, and we sat around the fire, so that was really nice. Today we have just realised we have got a very long day ahead of us and we weren't quite expecting it. So we were planning on doing about 25 miles as normal out here now. But we are on the outskirts of Lassen National Forest, and new from 2017 you actually have to have a bear canister or bear proof container if you're going to camp overnight during this little spot. So it runs between miles 1,346.5 and 1,365-ish. So you're looking at a good stretch of area where you can't camp if you don't have the necessary equipment, which we don't because we got rid of our bear canisters. So we actually camped 6 miles before the boundary, and we've noticed that after the boundary there's like a stretch of 4 or 5 miles without water. So it looks like we're going to be doing about 29 miles today. So nearly a 30-mile day, I think, unless we get water in the forest and carry it if we get really tired. So that's our backup plan. So it's going to be a long day, which is fine. You know, it's good because we are managing to hike quite long and the terrain's not too bad. So if it's anything like yesterday, where it's kind of this type of forest walking, we've got a bit of elevation. I think we've only got about 2,000 or 3,000 over the course of the day. I think about 3,000, which is kind of mild compared to what we've been used to. So I am quite confident that we can do it. But the weather's supposed to be lovely again today, and also this morning we got trail magic, which was kind of unexpected. So we'd been going less than a mile this morning and came across this container just on the side of the trail and opened it up. And I'm going to insert a picture of it here so you can see what I'm talking about. And thank you ever so much for those people that did that for us. It was greatly appreciated. I got the last apple, so being vegan, I thought that was so nice that they'd put fruit in there. So thank you very much for that. And I know the other guys enjoyed some cupcakes and things, and they've also put fizzy drinks in there and Gatorades. I think there was lollipops and a rubbish bag and also some cosmetics as well, which was kind of sweet. I didn't take any of them. I think I've got enough to carry, but that was very much appreciated, so thank you so much. And I'm going to carry on hiking because we actually heard a strange sound this morning as well as we were hiking. Normally we all kind of set off at the same time-ish, but then separate pretty quickly. But I actually said to the boys this morning, I was like, don't leave me, not in the dark. It was quite funny. It honestly sounded like a bear kind of doing its roar kind of sound. Yeah, it sounded kind of loud. And apparently there's been a lot of bears sighted in this area. So yeah, as much as I'd love to see one, I wouldn't want to come straight up to one like that in the dark. No, I think out here you're not really supposed to hike alone for that reason in the dark. So yeah, I stuck close to the guys this morning. I was like, don't leave me, but it's light now, so I'm like, okay, I'll catch you up. Okay, so I am gonna carry on hiking and I will continue to show you all the wonderful views along the way today and keep you updated on any bear activity. I have now entered Lassen Volcanic National Park. So this is what I was saying earlier, where you need to have a bear-proof container if you decide to camp in this section. It's about 20 miles, so we're not going to camp in this section because we don't have the appropriate equipment for bear-proofing our food on a night. So we are going to make sure we hike all the way through it and camp when we get out. And the reason for this is because there's a lot of bears in the area, so they're protecting the hikers and the bears. I don't know what the sounds are. It sounds like there's monkeys in the forest. I think they're birds. They've been doing it for ages. It's so loud. Oh, they stopped. Oh, it is a bird. Look. Wow. Oh my gosh, what is that? Oh my goodness, I have just taken a very short detour off the PCT and come across this site, and I just was not expecting it at all. It's called Boiling Springs Lake. You can actually hear the lake bubbling as well. It's crazy, it's so loud. Look at all these butterflies. They're all sitting on the trail, look. There's so many of them, and they're all up there as well. Part of me doesn't want to walk on it because they're all going to fly off, but... Aww. Yeah, little butterflies. Yeah. Aww. There's so many. Aww. Little cute things. It seems so unfair. I'm so nice to animals and insects and everything, and I got stung, and it was like awful. You know the film Jaws where you get attacked in the water? That's honestly what it felt like. I was walking up a hill and the pain on my calf, at the back of my right calf, it was unbearable. It was either like a Jaws attack or someone had gone fishing with a hook and it had got caught in my skin and it was being pulled. Oh my gosh. I was gripping onto my trekking pole so tight. I think I had tears in my eyes. Oh, I have never known pain like it, and I looked down and I think it was a Yellowjacket, I think you call them over here. But I was literally walking along, minding my own business, didn't harm anything, no threat to anything, and it just got me for no reason at all. Oh yeah, it hurts like anything, oh my gosh. I don't think I've actually felt pain like it, and that was at 10 o'clock this morning. It's 2 o'clock now and it is still stinging and throbbing. Oh, this is just so mean, there was no need for it. I've been walking through the burn area probably for about 6 or 7 miles, and for the first couple of miles it's nice to have a different scenery. I know that sounds really strange considering it's a burn area, but it was nice to see something different other than just green trees everywhere. And at one point about 2 miles in, we started with a bit of a breeze, and I just kept thinking, oh, this is so lovely having a nice breeze because it's quite hot this afternoon. And then about a mile later I'm thinking, hang on a minute, I'm walking through a burn area. All the trees like this look like they're about to drop at any moment. And I'm glad that there's a breeze going on. I was like, this isn't right, this isn't adding up. So all of a sudden I start walking really fast, but very gently at the same time. And it's just like, oh my gosh, how stupid am I? And one thing I didn't realise over here is that people call these trees widow makers. And I kept thinking, that's a strange name for one of these trees. And then I realised why. If you're camping under one or walking under one, when the wind is blowing or when it decides to fall on you, it makes someone a widow, which is why they call them widow makers. Oh, that was so funny. I was walking along and my mum has always told me to smile at people, and I've been brought up knowing that smiling doesn't cost you anything and being polite and all that kind of stuff. So this guy was walking south and he passed me and I was like, hello, how are you doing? And I was like chatting away to him for a minute, and he went, you're so happy. He goes, you're like a breath of air freshener. I was like, thank you. And then I realised, I think he was trying to tell me I was a breath of fresh air, but I don't think English was his first language. So yeah, I'm like a breath of air freshener apparently.